Hi, this is Andrew from Kite Army. I'm here today with the Ego 56 volt trimmer. A lot of people have commented that they've had some troubles operating this trimmer, and I just want to give you some quick tips that I use to improve the function of this trimmer. Basically, once you get the head figured out, you've got some things sharpened on the trimmer, it'll be a dream. You can go through your yard really quick, and you'll have a good time, you know, finishing up and putting the finishing touches on those lawns. So come on in real quick. Here, let me show you what I did. First of all, everything you're going to want to do is down here in the head. This is the bump head, this piece right here, and you can see I've got no string in it right now. But before I get to that, let me just show you one of the things that I did that made a big difference. There's two screws and there's a blade here. What you want to do is undo these two screws and the blade comes off. Now the reason why I'm taking the blade off, if you can imagine the string was here, the blade keeps the string at the right length. So if that blade is blunt, you're going to have string that's all kind of tattered and it won't work as well. And you'll also go through string faster. So something you have to do regularly on any weed whacker is keep this piece nice and sharp. You can see it's supposed to have a sharp edge right there, and it's got about 10 cuttings on it since I sharpened it. So what you're going to do here is place it in a vise or some way to hold it, just like so. Get a nice metal sharpener here and or file I should say, and just kind of run it along there. You can see that edge is sharpening up now. Alright, so you might want to spend a few minutes and get a sharp edge on there, and you'll need to do this once or twice a season just to keep it nice and sharp. Not a big deal at all. As I said, no matter what brand you go with, you're going to have to do this so that it keeps that string in the right length. Let me take it out of the vise. You see, come on in real close. You can see what that's done, and you can work it a little bit so you get a really nice sharp edge. When they come from the factory, most manufacturers ship them dull. So now what you're going to do is this. You slip it in here. There's a slot right down there, and there's a matching piece on this metal blade. Put it in there. Insert the two screws like so. And that's the first thing that you should do. And as I said, pretty much twice a season you'll have to do that. You can see you've got it inserted right. There's a little knockout here that it will sit in. So that's that piece done. And that's important, and there's very few videos that talk about that, but that's something that I think made the biggest difference to this machine for me. Now secondly, let's remove the bump head and replace the string. There's two little buttons opposing each other here that you use to remove it. I have to say, this is a great bump head to string. So let me first, I have about 6 foot of line here. I'm going to split it in half, give or take. Just kind of eyeball it where you want it to be. Okay, and there's two notches on this green piece of the bump head. Now what you want to do is you want to look for the string direction. There's an arrow here. So just split it in the middle, your string, and thread it. One string goes to the top, one goes to the bottom, and spin it. They both go the same direction. Not too tight now, just kind of make sure as you're spinning along that it's setting nice into the slot it belongs, and that's it. Now once you get to about 6 inches left, oh, look what I did there. Put one in one side and go around to the opposing side and put it in there. That just holds it in place so when you load it. Now this is what I really like about this particular bump head. It's got these slots. Some of them don't. Some of them have to thread them through. So what you do is you place it in there and pull it into that metal piece. Now what you're going to want to check is make sure that you're threading, one's threading from the top and one's threading from the bottom. Okay? So I kind of just pushed it up a little bit. Now you can see this line's coming from the bottom of that spool and this one's coming from the top. You can see these are much longer than they should be. But that'll be alright because I just sharpened that blade that cuts them down. Now what you do is find those two little tabs on the side right here and make sure that they're engaged all the way. Okay, that looks good. You can see there's not a huge gap there and everything's in good shape. Now, what I said about this line being extra long, you can tell. Here it is, and that cutter will cut it to length. So I'm going to show you that sharpening that cutter actually does that really quick. Okay, ready? Now, what's happened here is actually it didn't cut that one, it cut the other one. Let me try it one more time. Okay, so now they're cut right to length. And as I said, you can see having that sharp blade, this is not frayed, it's just a nice clean cut. That'll help it last longer as you go through your lawn. Now let me show you that this bump head will work a little better now. Okay, come on over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use it on the concrete. I've lost some line there. Let's have a look and see what's left. Okay, you can see this is completely gone and there's a little piece out here. So let me run the bump head. Right here getting longer. The reason why it took so long is because there's no string coming out of one side. It needs some string for the centripetal force to pull it out. So there it is. Let me go a little further. You see how quick that was. So you never really want to wear them all the way down, but there they are. And if you look, the cutter did its job. It's just right there, and it's just right there. Okay? So if you do those things, I showed you how to load it, I showed you how to sharpen it, and I also showed you how to keep your bump head running real well. So you'll be really happy with this trimmer once you make those adjustments. My name's Andrew. I'm from Kite Army. I hope you liked this video, and I hope you subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.